Hi, my name is Dr. Brian Stress. I'm a licensed psychologist, and I've been working with children and families in a professional capacity for roughly 27 years at this point. First and foremost, if you're thinking about getting a divorce, you're going through a divorce, or you're at the end of a divorce, I'd like to indicate that research suggests that approximately 50% of all marriages end in divorce. There's unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, lots of individuals go through a divorce, and I'm rooting for them to have a better life after the divorce. That, of course, depends on your choices and your willingness to heal and or move on. So the question for today is, how do you deal with the shame and stigma of divorce? Well, I think we kind of already talked about that a little bit. Roughly 50% or more of marriages end in divorce. As far as I know, most of you are human. I hopefully am human as well. We make mistakes. Of course, we make mistakes in relationships and in all other aspects of our life. So as far as stigma and shame related to divorce, I would recommend not having any. I mean, you might feel bad that a relationship ended. Of course, when people get into a relationship, they invest time, money, physical and emotional resources. And the loss of those resources in a divorce, there should be some sadness, I think. Being in a healthy relationship, you invest so much time, money, emotional, and physical resources, and you get that and some back. It's kind of like a savings account. It's kind of how I like to conceptualize it. But if you're feeling shameful and or worried about the stigma, realize that 50% or more of people who end up in marriages end up in divorce. So unfortunately, it's common, or you can look at it as fortunately. Getting a divorce can take courage if you're in a bad relationship. Acknowledging one's mistakes and then putting forth the effort and developing goals and objectives to address that mistake is actually a good thing, not a bad thing. So if you're having significant amount of shame and or feel stigmatized by divorce, you may need to go talk to a counselor or psychologist who can help you get through that and hopefully move on with your life in a healthy fashion, hopefully pursuing appropriate relationships. So if you'd like to know more about my colleagues or me, please select the Meet the Staff tab on our homepage. Thank you for listening to today's question. We look forward to answering more of your specific questions. Please submit your questions in the Add Comment section at the end of each article on Facebook or in response to our newsletter. Thank you.
The materials provided in this article are for informational purposes only. Use of and access to this article or any of the links contained within the article or website do not create a relationship between the author and the user or browser. We are professionals that have been trained and have experience in assisting individuals going through a divorce. Please click on divorceintexas.org for information about this service as well as privacy policy and terms of use. We are not lawyers and do not provide legal advice.